want to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. And we should never count the cost or worry that we'll fall. It's better to have fought and lost than not have fought at all. Let's always take whatever comes and never try to hide. Face everything and anyone together side by side.
Oh, monsieur, having come so far to be cut off, half an hour from the Var.
Their patrols are all around, but we'll have to try it.
Let's wait until dark.
Useless. We don't know the lie of the land. We'd be sure to run smack into them. We'll rest for a few minutes, and then we'll risk it.
Get up there. Get on.
It's the Abbé Bodinelli. Remember him.
You're right, that's who it is.
Hurry up, but be careful. Oh, dear.
Monsieur l'Abbé, shh!
Oh, it's the Chevalier.
Not so loud, I beg you, you'll get a shot.
You're not
Please.
No, Abbé.
The Spaniards are everywhere. They're there behind the trees.
What's the matter? I'm being persecuted. The Spaniards broke up my carriage. They stole my horses. I lost the coachman. But thank heavens I found him. It was Providence. I've tried four times. I've tried to get to the frontier, but those Spaniards won't let me through. I don't know what to do about it. But I'll get there. I will. They shan't stop me. I swear it. I've got to give this to the Duke de la Force from Monseigneur
What's that, a
Mazarin.
letter from
And I
Monseigneur?
will. Yes. The Duke must have it, as he's due at
All
the
right, you'll have it in
conference.
an hour.
He's due. No, it's impossible. The patrols are everywhere, as you said. You can't. It's impossible.
You must calm yourself. Go back to the chateau and tell Monsieur Mazarin the Duke will arrive tonight. The devil himself won't stop us getting through.
I fly. God bless
Yes,
you.
hurry!
Go on. God go with you.
To the right. Get amongst the trees.
Head them up!
I come from Casal. Take me at once to the Duc de la Force.
You come straight from Casal?
Yes, Excellency.
What news do you bring?
Excellent. It's the end.
The town has fallen?
Not yet, although its surrender will be very soon. General Castellar asks you to grant him one more day. A last day. Tomorrow it will all be over. Our large cannons are in position. The town is razed to the ground. Toiras is helpless. The assault tomorrow is decisive.
At last. I have won at last. The French emissaries have not yet arrived. And suppose they did get here. It should not be hard to gain another day. You will stay here, Alvarez. I have lost Ricardo. You will take his place. A court-martial has condemned his murderers to be hanged, and you will take charge of the execution.
Right.
You will also take over the command of this chateau. I have disarmed the guards of Suspel. They were not to be trusted. From now on, our orders are the only ones that count here, understand?
Very wise, Excellency.
The first hint of rebellion, and you stamp it out. Hang them, do you hear? Show them no pity. Force them to understand we are masters here.
Yes, Excellency.
Violence is usually an excellent means of persuasion. It's only weaklings that pretend it is not. You have my orders, Alvarez.
At your command, Excellency. So, I too am a prisoner. I am your prisoner and in my own house.
You are not a prisoner, Monsieur de Suspel. I have merely issued orders that will ensure your protection.
You protect me as an executioner protects his intended victim.
You leave me no choice. When you attack my soldiers, when your peasants bear arms, what else did you expect? You kill my aide-de-camp? Did you think I'd ignore it and sit here with my arms crossed? You're mistaken. Any man in my position would have done as I did. You are the judge.
I only represent the church, and am in no position to meddle in your quarrel. But I cannot deny, Don Alonso, that I am horrified by these events. And I tremble for the life of my secretary, Abbe Bodinelli. As for the sentence passed on that young woman by a military and foreign tribunal, there are some who might regard it as illegal.
We are at war. That woman killed my soldiers, and she shall be executed. My duty as a soldier demands it.
Do you not think the clemency would make more impact? Your action appears excessive.
That's your opinion. You're asking me to pardon her.
I plead for her as well, monsieur.
And I refuse. The tribunal has passed sentence. She was charged with the murder of my aide-de-camp. She'll be executed. My decision is quite irrevocable.
Permit me as a priest to minister to this unfortunate the comforts of her religion.
All right. You may administer them. But make sure your visit is only in the exercise of your ministry, and not, you understand, to help her in trying any kind of escape.
Your suggestion could be regarded as insulting, Don Alonso. But I prefer to take a charitable view of it. Do not be alarmed, mademoiselle.
I was sure they had come to get me.
Sorry I startled you. What is that noise?
They're building the gallows under my window. An admirable gesture of Don Alonso.
Outrageous.
And how goes the conference?
I am afraid, my child, it will never take place.
Oh, no. You mustn't think that. Chevalier de Recci will not fail us.
He is dead, my child.
He is not. He is alive, Monseigneur.
He's alive?
Yes. I let them take me in an effort to help him escape.
Then the French might still arrive. There's a chance.
Of course, Monseigneur, I hope so. You've only got to try to gain time until they arrive.
Don't worry, I will.
Merci. I knew I could rely on your feeling of friendship for France. I would like to confess my sins.
There is no hurry, my child. There will be time.
This document appears to me to be in order. The other plenipotentiaries have arrived.
They've waited 3 days for you, Monsieur le Maréchal.
Very well. We leave tomorrow.
Permit me respectfully to point out, Monsieur le Maréchal, this can't wait. A minute lost to Casal would mean their oblivion.
I get the impression you're offering me advice.
No, Monsieur le Marechal. But that paper you've just read represents the sufferings, the sacrifices of men, of women, of children who gave their lives that I might bring it here to you. Ah, and I expected you would grasp its urgency. It's not just a piece of paper, Monsieur le Marechal. It's a desperate appeal. Each letter in that message was written in their blood. Each word and each line was an agony. Each lost minute means death for someone. Will you not save them, monsieur? I beg you, Monsieur le Marechal, do not see my attitude as a kind of revolt. I'm only trying to convey to you how grave their situation is. By waiting until tomorrow, you are condemning dozens of innocent people to death. And our courageous General Toiras is helpless. You must go, Monsieur le Marechal. There's not a second to waste.
Summon the men. We leave at once.
Yes, monsieur.
You will supply the Chevalier with clothes that befit his rank.
Thank you.
Now, monsieur, don't delay us with thanks. Each minute counts.
Monsignore!
What is
Monsignore,
it,
they stole your
Badinelli?
horses.
What are you saying?
The Spaniards...
Quiet, quiet.
They broke up your carriage. I tried to get
Not
from
so
the
loud.
four towns, but
Quiet.
they pass. You don't know what I
Badinelli,
mean.
take
I tell
hold
you,
of
I tried, but I
yourself.
couldn't
This
do
is
the
not
impossible.
time for hysterics.
Oh, yes,
Understand?
Monsignore, you don't
Badinelli,
understand.
when will you learn? When you are weak, you must be quiet. Quiet, you hear? Go to bed!
Yes, Monsignore.
Take your seats, messieurs.
Marechal Duke de la Force, representing the King of France, en route to the Chateau de la Turbie.
Pass, Monsieur le Maréchal.
As the representative of His Holiness, I declare the conference open. Don Alonso?
The decision to open the conference despite the absence of the French proves that you two are more than a little humiliated by their behavior, and that together with us you wish to put an end to this comedy. I propose, therefore, we make written expression of their absence.
You're right, Don Alonso. I completely agree.
I was sure we would reach an understanding.
And why should you think we wouldn't? Haven't wars in the past, however disastrous, always been ended by the signing of a treaty that in general would have been better signed before the war started? We will thus draft a statement recording the non-attendance of the French.
That won't be necessary. I prepared one this morning.
But that's an ultimatum.
Let us say it is an unexpected proposition.
Alvarez will read it to you.
La Turbie, the 16th of September, year of our Lord, 1630. At the request of their respective sovereigns are gathered here at the Chateau de la Turbie the representatives of His Holiness Urban VI, of His Majesty Philip IV of Spain, and of the Duc de Savoie, who all hereby bear witness to the absence of the French representative to this conference.
May I? I've nothing to add. Seems all right. But if I might make a suggestion, I feel it should be more precise.
What do you mean, more precise?
We are issuing an official declaration. And you must, of course, realize that where international relations are concerned, we must be absolutely precise. So regarding this question of the French, it must be absolutely clear from the start. Their absence was voluntary. This is important. An involuntary absence might well be pardonable. Perhaps due to circumstances which could have been beyond their control. A plague, a tempest, a letter gone astray, an accident to a conveyance, a million reasons. Only an absence that is voluntary is inexcusable. You must see my point, I'm sure, Don Alonso. I'd say this was written by someone who has not the slightest understanding of, how would you put it, Sir Spell?
Diplomacy?
The very word.
We must continue. All right, we can add whatever you wish, but we must sign first.
Ah, no. We must not sign anything that has been added to it would be null and void. I would suggest that first you have a new one prepared which we will sign.
And as a result of the voluntary absence recorded by the representatives of the three powers here present, of the French delegation...
Might I comment on that last phrase? It's worded in a way that tends to confuse the reader. Oh, no, I don't mean to criticize your choice of phrase. It's just the way it strikes me. You understand?
I am beginning to understand only too well, Monsignor. Sign it.
Not without further scrutiny, Don Alonso. I am like my father, who would not sign a document until he was sure what it contained. Not even that of a lawyer. Do not be offended, but one cannot be too careful in such matters.
You sign there, Monsignor.
Well, Monsieur, the French are here.
Monsieur le Maréchal Duc de la Force, plenipotentiary of His Majesty King Louis of France.
Monsieur le Maréchal, we are glad to see you.
Thank you, monsieur.
As you see, we were awaiting you. Will you please be seated? You must be relieved, Don Alonso. As you see, your patience is rewarded. Messieurs, I declare the conference open. And I mean it this time. Bodinelli, please read the orders of the day.
Life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. And we should never count the cost or worry that we'll fall. It's better to have fought and lost than not have fought at all. Let's always take whatever comes and never try to hide. Face everything and anyone together side by side. You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.